legendary bow angles.
How's it going, all you anglers? Here we are again, back in Kaiji No Ri, and today we are talking about targeting Mahi Mahi on this new ocean update. I mean, it's been fantastic. We've been doing just about everything that we can get our hands on, I suppose, but back when we were talking with Andrew weeks ago, before this, months ago, honestly, before this map came out, he had mentioned that there were fish that would move depending upon the weather, all this sort of stuff. And the Mahi Mahi is just that fish. If we take a look at the map here, we can see we are on the western side of the island right now, and we are over by our trolling hotspot, if you've seen that video. I love this big change in depth right here and over here. Wherever you can find these points, definitely check them out for fish, because they are going to be lined with fish. The Mahi Mahi is no different. However, there is a big change, and so you need to pay attention to this. The big thing about the Mahi Mahi, and you will learn this if you go through the navigation missions for the rental boat, they will only be on the leeward side of the island, and you can always tell where the leeward side is based off of that wind up in the top left right there. You can see right now, east 8.9 miles per hour. If you are on the opposite side of the island, according to whatever that wind says, it says the wind is coming from the east. So if you are on the western side of the island, like we are now, even though we're not directly behind it, but we are on the western half of this from the island side, that means the wind is coming with my cursor from the east, and so this is the leeward side of the island, and that is where you need to fish to catch Mahi Mahi. I have not tested this. I really had no reason to test it, honestly. The game just tells me that's what you need to do, and that's what we're gonna do. So what I would recommend, what I've had the most good luck doing, basically, is taking our rods here that we use for pilking, or using these octopus and whatnot. And what you're going to want to do is go ahead and find your bucktail, throw that bucktail on there. You can use fluorocarbon leader, don't have to worry about that. And so I've got two rods here that we would use for pilking or trolling, and we're throwing on the bucktails. Now, in my experience so far, this has brought us the most luck, and so I'm just gonna go ahead at this point, I think. Make sure we're going slow enough. You can see my buoy out there for where our trolling zone is, so we're slowly getting into it, but there are fish out here, so we'll go just toss it out here. And I haven't tested this either as far as distance behind the boat. Does that help you at all? But I seem to think 120 to 150 is usually fairly good anyway. It's not an extreme amount to reel in. At the same time, something, right? It's something. We're gonna throw that out there. We're gonna throw this out there. You can see the seagulls off to our right. There's definitely fish out here. We're gonna let this one, we'll let this one go out to 150. Mix it up. Alrighty, so two rods out here. We are trolling in our trolling hotspot now. Ooh, did I time that out perfectly or what? And just gonna keep an eye on our rods down there. All right. What do we have though? That's the question. That is the question. Certainly pulling out line at the moment, but it might give up. And if we zoom in here, if it's a Mahi Mahi, we might notice those bright Mahi colors, right? Almost the color of our little tension meter over here with the green and yellow there. The banana fish, I've heard. Beautiful fish. I'd love to go after one of these guys one time. I actually saw a post on the old Facebook talking about how Panama has some of the biggest Mahi Mahi recorded. So someday I might have to go to Panama. Panama! Don't want to get copyright struck there, but you know what I'm talking about. Get this guy in. Since it is the Mahi Mahi do seem to be smaller fish most of the time, you can get away with not reeling or stopping the boat, I guess is what I'm trying to say. So as you can see, the boat was still moving all that time. We still have that other bucktail working its way through the water, and we've got our first Mahi Mahi just like that. Boom! It is a beautiful fish. you can't say no. I mean, come on, how many fish look like this? It's absolutely crazy. It's like whoever was making all these fish, they almost like had a field trip or something, come into the fish making factory, and they handed it off to a toddler and said, hey, why don't you color this fish? And they just grabbed the green and yellow crayons. That's so awesome though. Well, cool. First Mahi Mahi definitely works anyway. That helps me when I'm making videos. I'm always happy when when plans work out the way they're supposed to. That's great. All right, let's throw this out here. I'm surprised the pink one, oh, there it goes. I was about to say, I'm surprised the pink one hasn't caught a fish yet, but there it goes. Let's get this one on. And like I said, most of the time you can zoom in and the Mahi will like to jump up in the tops there. Yeah, just like that. Like so, like so. I'm just doing a few pulls to reel in, but I mean, it's such a light fish with this tackle and gear. It's just nothing. Nothing compared to some of the big bluefin or marlin and all that jazz. Get in here, Mahi. There we go. Looks smaller than the last one. 24 pounds. All right. Oh, we got him. That's what matters. On the 6/0 bucktail. There's got to be bigger ones out here. Just kind of a luck of the draw sort of scenario. Gonna toss this out, get it out to 120, 150, and get back up on the boat and make sure we're still on the right track here. Oh, there goes the other one. Well, that was my plan anyway. That looks like it didn't get hooked up. Still my plan. Still my plan. All right. So we can zoom in on the map here, make sure we're still going along. We're missing the edge a little bit. I think I might turn to the right here. Go to 12 knots for just a little bit, just so we can get back on track. We're a little over to the left. You can see the rods. I love the physics of the rods and the lines are all working perfectly. As far as turning, and the lures are slowly catching up with us. Oh, I have a fish on that one. I'm gonna straighten out here and slow back down. Hopefully that fish is still on. Something if you had a crew of people, that this could be something someone else does. Looks like a fish on. All right, small fish, but we got him. Small fish. Makes you wonder if it is a small mahi or if we got a small skipjack or a little, could be, what is those things called? Oh, we lost it due to low line tension. I was gonna say, I think it was the bonita. Some of those small bonitas will come up and take it sometimes. But good. So far, 2 out of 3 mahis. Little striped bonita is nothing to cry about. Let's see what else we can find. Back on track here. Yeah, I'm curious what you all think of the new ocean map. I'm sure a good many of you haven't been able to play yet, depending upon what your course of action is, but you know, it's always going to be here. It's not like it's going anywhere. Make your way up here and start doing your thing, man. But the Mahi Mahi, definitely one of those fish. It doesn't seem like it's one of those fish that's, you know, a big money maker or anything like that. Whoa, there we go. Finally. I was starting to get freaked out. Every single fish I hooked up with, it was getting off before I was able to do anything about it. There's small Mahi Mahi. Makes you wonder what I have to do to get into some bigger ones. There we go, another 21 pounder, $3,500 Oh, another bite on the other one, but it didn't stay on evidently. Giving up quick. I will say the bucktail makes a huge difference though, because as you know, if you've seen the trolling hotspot video, this is a very good location for marlin and bluefin, and I might do specific videos for them as well as far as targeting a specific species, or at least trying to. But to avoid those fish, the bucktails have worked really well. The mahi just seem to love mahi magnets for the most part. And for, you know, as you've seen in this video, they seem to do a really good job. Another one on? I think so. I heard it click. Maybe we're back in the 30s like that first one we caught. Last two have been in the 20s. They really haven't been anything to write home about, but this one, a little bit of drag peeling between the reeling in, so maybe we're a little bit bigger. Ooh, 2 fish on. 2 fish on now. Come here, you. Oh yeah, baby. 31 pounder. And we got another one on here. Yes, sir. Doubling up. Never a bad thing to double up. Do we have a second mahi though? That's the question. Haven't seen it yet. It's down low, which makes me wonder if it's a different fish, but no. Banana fish hitting the surface. Here we go. Oh man. Well, right on, everybody. And I'm sure as we get larger bucktails and stuff, we might have a better chance of catching larger Mahi Mahi. But I tell you what, I hope this gets you on the right track to finding some Mahi in your own game. If you're out here on Kaiji No Ri, give the bucktail a try. Give it a, look at that leeward side that you're seeing on the map there. Whether it's saying it's coming from the east, fish the west side. If it's coming from the southwest, then, find a spot up here in the northeast. You just need to play opposites, everyone, and that's the big thing with the Mahi Mahi. The fish are going to move based off of the wind, and then you just kind of need to find a good spot to do some trolling. I really think once I get that westerly wind, I am wanting to hit up this spot big time. It looks like a good location. Anywho, I hope this was helpful, and if it was, hit that like button, subscribe if you haven't already, and if you want to join us for our live streams every Wednesday night, 7:30 to 9:30 p.m. Central, make sure you do so, everyone. Ooh, 12 Monkeys demolition set from the Snag Master. Thank you, goodness gracious. Tell you what, this has been fantastic. I've been loving Kaiji No Ri, and I'd love to see your comments down below. I know a lot of people are still waiting for the console and mobile release, but hey, just 2 weeks away, I think, 1-2 weeks. So nothing to fret about, but I hope you're all doing well. Take care, and we'll see you next time, everyone. And as always, remember, everyone, we're one planet, one family. Game on.